Hey guys, it's Corey Floyd from the Indianapolis Black Firefighters again. Hey, I'm coming to you hoping that first session that we did for interview prep is working well for you. I'm hoping that you're able to formulate your answers and then also be able to put your brag book and resumes and stuff together so that you'll have like a database of information that you're pulling from when you're trying to answer these questions. I also hope that fulfilling the definitions and things from the different question criteria that was available that we talked about helped you as well. Today, we're going with part 2. We're going to give you guys a skit, if you will, that kind of shows you how being inside of a structured oral interview looks. We're going to give you examples of what a low, a medium, and a high score is and how you should formulate your answers. This is not the exact format. It's just one format that you can use, an outline, if you will, to help you formulate and put your information. Make sure that you're telling your story and putting your information into this format that we're going to give. We don't want you to mimic the low and the medium scores. We want you to try to mimic that high score. Give us as much information as you can. Hit a lot of your anchors, tell us a story, and then tell us how it made you the person that you are today. All right? So without any further ado, go ahead and check out the videos. I hope they help you, and I'll be talking to you at the end.
Welcome to the fire department interview process. You will be given 8 to 10 questions in total. You will have 2 minutes to answer each question. Be mindful of your time. We can read a question over again if needed, but we will not give any feedback. I'm Tracy.
I'm Firefighter Dion. Firefighter Tracy.
Are we clear?
Yes, I'm clear.
Then we will begin.
First question. Why do you want to be a firefighter and what will make you a good firefighter on this department?
Well, I think I would be a good firefighter because, I've been to the firehouse a few times and, guys can do this job, so that, I'm a girl can do this job too, so, I think I'd be good because, usually women aren't in these fields, so you probably need more women, so, that's just something I think I'd be good at.
Does that conclude your answer?
Yes.
Question number 2. What makes you a dependable person, and what have you done in the past to prove your dependability?
Well, could you repeat the question?
Question number 2. What makes you a dependable person, and what have you done in your past to prove your dependability?
Well, I guess I'm really not that dependable. Well, I've had a few times where I've tried to work on time management, but I just seem to be late every time I go somewhere. And, sometimes, you can depend on me if we're having a party and if you need me to bring drinks. I'm really good at that. And, you can depend on me if you need just somebody to hang out with. I'm really good at, you can depend on me for that. And, I'm trying to be more dependable and more responsible. I'm gonna just keep working on it.
Does that conclude your answer?
Yeah.
5, 4.
Now hold up, guys. Now you just saw that interview prep, right? Or you saw that interview. That is not how you want to do it. You kind of want to go in, you want to have more to say. So you want to be able to expound on why you're reliable, why you're dependable. Give a story and then tell us how that experience made you better. So let's keep watching and see how this next interview, see if it gets better. You guys at home, grade her yourselves and see if you can formulate an answer that will be better for this question that she's being asked.
Welcome to the fire department interview process. You will be given 8 to 10 questions in total. You will have 2 minutes to answer each question. Be mindful of your time. We can read the question again if necessary, but we are not going to give any feedback. I'm Tracy.
Firefighter Dion.
Firefighter Tracy.
Is everything clear?
Yes, I'm clear.
Then we will begin.
Question number 1. Fire department is like a family. There will be conflicts on the job within the firehouse. What are some steps that you will take to mitigate those conflicts and to solve those issues?
Well, first, I feel like, sometimes personalities will clash, whether it's with your family, your friends, and the fire department will be an extension of your family. The first thing you want to do is to talk to that person who you are directly having conflict with. First and foremost, you want to try and resolve everything with them one-on-one. If you try that and it doesn't work, then you may want to get your direct officer involved, and hopefully it stays at that level. If it does not, then you have to keep following the chain of command. But anytime that I feel like there's someone that you have a conflict with, you should be able to keep it at the lowest level and handle it between yourselves as adults. Sometimes we have to agree to disagree, but you come to a common ground so that no one steps on each other's toes or that you're having any drama in the house.
Is that complete?
Yes, that concludes my answer.
Question number 2. Social media is an ever-growing part of our society and the way that we function. Whether you're on duty being recorded on a run or off duty sharing something personal, your image is ever more important, especially with our department. What will you do to maintain a professional image on or off duty?
Well, I do think it's important to always maintain respect and integrity when you are at work and not at work as well. You should always be mindful of what you're posting. You should be mindful of who's going to see what you post. You are a reflection of your department, and you want to make sure that what you're posting is a reflection of the department and it follows the policies that are set in place. You also want to be mindful that there could be children or teens or even those who are prospects of becoming firefighters as well, and we'll see what you post. So it's just keeping that in mind and making sure that you always maintain that integrity, always put your best foot forward and be a good role model and a reflection of the department.
Does that conclude your answer?
That concludes my answer.
Thank you for coming. That concludes your interview.
Okay, guys, for that medium kind of answer, you saw how her body language kind of improved, how she looked more engaged. She looked like she really believed and that she was behind everything that she was saying. That's what we want to see. There's always room for improvement though. So you always want to tape yourselves, tape your reactions and your answers, and then see how you can be better. Cut all the and you know what I means and all those little ad-libs that help you grab and think and already have your answer formulated that you can draw from. It was a little bit better than that first one, but let's see how this third one goes.
Welcome to the firefighter interview process. Question number 1. Why do you want to be a firefighter?
Well, when the opportunity to pursue a career as a firefighter was first presented to me, I was a little apprehensive because I had never known any female firefighters. As I reviewed the characteristics of a firefighter, I recognized how I was honest, trustworthy, reliable, dependable, a team player, compassionate, dedicated, disciplined, and I really enjoy touching lives of others. And I display all of these traits in my daily life in and out of the clinic where I work. It really became clear to me when I witnessed a moped accident. Being that I'm trained in first aid and CPR, I knew that I had to stop. It was not by chance that I was in the right place at the right time. The young man had several visible injuries, so I called 911 right away. I sat him down, I asked him open-ended questions just to keep him alert and talking. Once firefighters arrived, my services were no longer needed, but I had this overwhelming feeling come over me, and I knew it was meant for me to do more. It was in that moment that I realized that it was my purpose to pursue a career as a firefighter. Every time I hear those sirens, I get the same overwhelming feeling, and I'm excited and proud. I also want to be a firefighter for the stability and the benefits. This is important to me and my family since I've been downsized 3 times in the last 4 years. This career will be challenging, which I embrace, and will give me the opportunity to serve my community in a new capacity. I also look forward to the camaraderie and the brother and sisterhood of a new family. I truly believe this is what I'm destined to do, and that is why I want to be a firefighter.
Now, what do you think about that answer? That answer was awesome. What she did was, she got into it. She recited the question again. Why do I want to be a firefighter? Well, this is why. And then she gave all of the characteristics by doing the research of what characteristics a firefighter had. Then she told a story, multiple stories of how passionate she was and why she wanted to be a firefighter, and how she exhibited all those qualities throughout her whole life and even in the job that she has now. Then she told about how it made her a better person, and how it infused passion, and how it gave her a zealous desire to pursue the career. That's what we want to hear. You guys have to remember that we know nothing about you. We know nothing at all about you. These departments don't know anything. So you have to treat it, guys, like you see that beautiful woman that you want to take out on a date. You want to tell her everything positive about you so that she says, oh man, he's a winner. And she goes home and continues to tell her girlfriends, her family about you. And ladies, that first time that you go out on a date with a guy, you want to give that impression, I call it a screensaver, about all the beautiful and wonderful things that you're involved in, how you're a giver and how you're disciplined and how you love to serve others. You want to be attractive to these fire departments. So you have to tell us everything about you that you can. All right. That is definitely a high score that she gave. And in comparison to the other 2 that we saw, it's a home run. It's a home run. Which one would you choose? All right. All right, guys, that wraps up interview session part 2. Later this week, we're going to do a part 3. Probably Wednesday or Thursday, but it's going to be live, guys. So what I need you to do, all those that are preparing for some kind of interview process, I want you to drop your comments below on our Instagram or on our Facebook or on our YouTube channel. We're going to get those answers prepared for any questions that you have. And then when we start our live, we'll start addressing those questions right away. We will keep it open a little bit to take some live questions, but we really want to be prepared for the questions that you guys have right now. So make sure you drop that down in the comments and give us an opportunity to see what it is that you need help with, because there may be common questions between people that really need to be answered and that we need to focus on. All right. So we're just trying to adapt to what COVID is giving us and to the restrictions, and we're trying to help you in the best way possible. So be patient with us. We are working hard with you, and we want to be right beside you, helping you through this process. So continue to prep, continue to record yourselves, and continue to practice your answers, and try to gather all the information about yourself that you can, so that you can show why you are a great candidate to be in the fire service. Thank you, and have a good night.